Hello and welcome. Right, now then, the first thing I'm going to point out is that if you look upon this, there is no multiplayer. There isn't a green and a purple anymore. There is just the farm. Yeah, we are now one amalgamated farm with a much bigger set of equipment. Yeah, which we did earn all of it, none of it. Well, apart from the one where the contract seemed to give us the equipment from a contract, which doesn't seem to be showing. Ah, it does. Do you know something? Wow, that's only worth 66 grand. Wow, well, should we have a bit of fun with this, really? Now then, that's the point. What have we got on both farms for me to grab the straw? The easiest possible way. We now have a lot more equipment, so why do we struggle? Let's have a look. Yeah, this is the last episode, I think. Yeah, unless yeah, it is. Right, let's have a look. What have we got from both farms that is going to assist us? We didn't get a forage. Yeah, we've got a forage wagon. That's the little one from this side out. So we didn't even have one of those on the other side. We did have the fertilizer spreader. We're not worried about that though. Bale loaders. Oh, of course, we've got the Anderson as well. We're going square. So, right, the one thing I need to do then is I need to set the baler going with the. Now, if I remember rightly, I'm going to have to do this myself. No, it is a proper course. So, the one thing we could do is get the baler going. This is quite capable of managing the baler, and I think this field is probably the exception. This is the one, which is why I've actually got this here. So I'm going to quickly burst off. I'm going to go into a town because there's a lot of work to do. We've got the bales, the grass bales to pick up and drop in. We've got the obviously the straw bales to actually do, which I'm going to quickly pop off and do this one. I know, but I do have access to this land. Right, so without any further ado, let's get some work done and then we'll have a chat, definitely at the end. So it is nice to see the walls have gone down, if you could say, and we are now one amalgamated farm. Evil is afoot. Apparently so far Cara is still in police custody, but I personally think that's not going to take long before that's not true anymore. So yeah. But, yeah, these are truths, but, yeah. Right, anyway, yes. Let's not muse on the mind of evil. Let's just get a bit of work done. That we can control, definitely, for the time being, anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I'm coming at the time lapse for a little while to explain what I'm going to do. Obviously, you'll have seen the fact that the bales are apparently not ours anymore, which is a bit strange, being as it was from one of the farms that made up the tour, and it actually was this very farm. So, game mechanics sometimes can be a bit of a pain. I do say they rule as king, but we all know they're wrong. So this time, what I'm going to do is, it's about 750 tonnes. So if we call it 1070 tonners, we're going to load 10 of those into the 2 Matanas and just literally go with that. It's the same difference as me manually grabbing these instead. It's a shame, but it is what it is. So I'm going to grab 10 of these. I'm going to go straight into a time lapse back into the time lapse, but I didn't want you to think, what is he doing? Why is he grabbing 10 sets of grass? I'm just making up for the fact that obviously the 750 tons of grass that we would have in the form of bales, we now no longer can pick them up, which is rather annoying. Luckily, it's not a clean process, this swapping from one to the other. Now, we could also, whilst we're passing, be sensible. We'll stick that. I know this time it was me as well. I checked the editing. I thought, you wally. I went straight over the production shed and literally straight to the BGA. Not we still get paid for it, but what I'm trying to say is obviously fertilizer is the better of the two businesses. That's not bad for just an overnight thing. That is 38 tons. Not bad at all. Let's get what's the bit I'm going to say. Why am I think it's the, yeah, it is. It's actually the that. So let's be sensible and just do a complete turnaround like that. Forget how big this is. It's a long trailer. It's weird. This seems to be struggling a bit. I can't recall it ever. Ooh, well, I thought I'd have cleared that. Obviously not. Obviously not. Let's pay attention a bit more. Should, if I do it tight, to get out this time. Just. Production shed. Then we're going to do 10 loads of grass, and then we're going to. Obviously got to move the baler on from when it's finished each field. But I've done half of it. Yeah, just well, obviously when I say that, I haven't picked the bales up. I picked them up from the first 2 fields. So yeah, that is about half though. Really thinking about it, so I wasn't far off. Shed. Then I'm going to say my words. Do we? Yes, we will. I'm just trying to think about this because obviously one thing I am going to say is we're going to just put a multi-fruit buying right next door. Oh, hang on, it's a bit of a tight. Yeah, because yeah, I suppose no, it's we'll make it easy. It's an aberration. Why should we really struggle to do, what's left really? So if we'll grab a multi-fruit buying, we'll stick it right next to. Now this is going to have more straw than this one, but if we could be clever and do. Yeah, we can move it. We obviously, as I've just said about game mechanics ruling as king, that is very true. So we could be sensible and stick one. Aha! We need to keep the baler going. Really, that's surely not finished. No. Oh, it has. Oh, of course, it's half of the course. I had to take my headset off. It's, yeah, one thing about there's got to be a mute button on this because it is a HyperX. I just need to find out the mute button and get to it quick enough to sort of mute me sneezing down the headset. Yeah, let's put you on. Right, and go. Now then, we'll... no, it will still avoid that. Well, it should do. Right, oh, okay, I keep forgetting about... Yeah, this thing rolls a little still. So then, if we're clever, we could really be really clever. Being as this is just one of those things that you do, you want to streamline this. Always said this really with this kind of work. I should really be able to put the under containers. I should know where it is. And no, let's stick to the let's stick to it. There are many things I love about this, but one of them being the fact that it's we're going to put it in V mode because I know it's going to say it's overlapping. Right, brilliant. So then, let's start to fill with... Ooh. We need to sort of... Oh, now that perhaps... Now that's more like it. We want grass. Yeah, this actually, it wasn't necessarily. I should have really done it a little bit different. So we want 5 in this. What are we? Okay, that's different. I've never known anything like that. That's a little bit odd. Right, in that case, let's do this slightly differently. Let's pull it slightly forward. But yeah, let's be just try and gauge that though, really, because it's not as easy as you think when you're coming at a different angle. So, you know, that'll do. It will. We'll just do a loop. It's easier than faffing around. So spin number 2. We will get the costs back when we sell this. I know it's a little bit bizarre, but what can I do really? We all know that I did do those bales and that they are ours, but somehow through the swizzle over of... I mean, I have done it once on a save game, and I know it does it, but I didn't know that was a consequence. And maybe that if you came out and went back in, that it might actually be alright. Oh. Stew. Yeah, I won't time this. Actually thinking about it, because it is rather quickly. It is rather quick. Yes, I've done my 500 subscriber special episode. I just wanted to literally to do something to commemorate. I might do a little bit more, because to me it's special, really special. And obviously I've said my thanks. Not that it hurts to say it again. I've said it. The one thing I am going to say, I knew I would forget certain modders, and I have. The Cutler Configurator mod is a really special mod to me, one of my favourites. That's by Rockstar, but he also does the additional game settings, which is another one of mine. That they're the only 2 that Rockstar does, but nevertheless, it definitely warrants a shout out, because it is a definite firm favourites actually. And also there is Camelos, and there is also Mantrid, that didn't get mentioned, and also another one that's a new modder that I've only just but love his work, and that is Ridiculous Dominic. Absolutely, definitely true. That's that 3. Yes, it is. I need to concentrate on my terror. So 2 more to this one. Yeah, Ridiculous Dominic is one that I'm going to keep my eye on because his mods are quite amazing. Yeah, he's got a fantastic and exceptionally a start from scratch this type of costing, really. Yeah, it wouldn't matter actually if we did overdo it by 1 more, because really I think it's closer to 800. It's 750, so we're going to do 10, which will simulate 10. That's 700 tons. 10. I seem to be all fingers and thumbs with my words. Yeah, I remembered all of the most of the big names. I'm quite sure I've still probably forgotten somebody that I should have mentioned. Yeah, no, I even mentioned Pepe as well, and Ian 898. Yeah, which to me is a big. Even though I think he's only done that one, the Sleep Anywhere. I think so. So this is number 5. So we then need to be selling. Once that's filled, the multi-through buying, and we'll be shifting it with us to the other one. I'm doing this to speed up the process. Not the. I mean, I'm talking about the putting it in both, because it obviously processes 250. So we're going to soup them both up as well, because we can actually do that now. We couldn't do that before. Now then, let's be careful of oversteering. Yeah, I even mentioned Thalva, who is these fantastic grades that we use are Thalvas, and yeah, I'm glad I've even remembered. I think it's a he, but I couldn't swear. It's, well, whoever you are, Thalva, whether you are a male or female. Should I say this in this politically correct time? Well, no matter what sexuality you choose to label yourself as, the bottom line is, unless you're oh, great, that's fantastic. Now then, dodged that bullet. Definitely did. Yeah, that's a wise person. Right, so we need to be getting that onto the little field. Let's quickly grab that. Yeah, let's not get into any arguments about things. Now then, we'll also any cleanup work. Let's have a quick look. I'm sure there's a few bits and bobs that. Oh my life! Yeah, there's the turnaround bits. Get this done as well. I want it to be an accurate count. Obviously, we've got to grab this as well in a few minutes, and then I will go back into the time lapse. Really, yeah, because it's still quite a bit of work to do. Although obviously there is a session to create, so it's not like terrible. We've got a bit of work to do. I don't want it to be a 10-minute super duper special. I want it to be a proper session still, and I think it will be. There's certainly enough work to do, and obviously now we've been sort of semi-robbed. We can now do it quite quickly because we are no longer picking up our bales off the field, which is a bit of a shame. Somehow seems to have speared that. Yeah, this seems to struggle. I think it's only 90 horsepower. This is double that. I really wouldn't have expected it to struggle. Although, I suppose they are a bit of a hefty beast, aren't they, really? So even if it's... I think that's operating horsepower, so that definitely missed a line. Unless I went off. I can't recall doing any of this one, but you know, that doesn't really mean that I didn't. It's not like it's insurmountable, but I just like it to be an accurate count. Animals is probably, yeah, it's going to say about some have got no health. We should have 2 lots of rabbits. It's not properly amalgamated them. That's probably it. It may be that if we came back in, that it would be okay. Well, we've sort of done, yeah, we have corrected that for the grass. And in a way, I'd rather not see the fact that the health of the animals across the road is bad because they never fed them. Yeah, I mean, we know this is a trickery of mechanics, so am I really that bothered about that one thing? The fact that the animals look like we've only got hours, which we did look after. So yeah, in a way, I probably couldn't use the tractors then. It might actually still say you don't own that because the game's not properly amalgamated. So I shall have to remember that next time. It's more about coming out of the game and going in. It warns you as you come in that after saving, well, I think what it really means is when it says saving, I think it's presuming you coming out of the game, and then you'd have to come back in for it to recognise the fact that you have yeah, you've come, you know, basically that it is now one farm, so you'd have to go out for it to actually recognise that all. I'm thinking that is probably it. So had I just gone out and come back in, we probably would be okay now, but we've done something else. It's, yeah, we've compensated, that's all that really matters. Smashing, right, so then we want to do the little field now, and then that is us done. While this is doing that, we're going to grab these straw bales, and then we're going to do the other 5 loads of grass to the other one. Do we do that first? Oh, there's a wall there. It's not gone anywhere. There's no excuse for you hitting it at all. No, there isn't. Ooh. Okay. Field 7. Let's just get these cores in. 12-meter clear load. Activate. And first. Right. Let's. No, it is actually a fair road way. I think it's on the backfield. There we go. And then where did I leave that? Though that's on that. That's getting a little confused. I dropped it into, but it's still at the back of the field. I was right. My original instinct was telling me truthfully. Right, do we... It's not that big a job to pick up 14 bales and chat, really. No, well, it'll be more than 14, but yeah, it's not that tricky a job. Although, yeah, I'm going to time lapse this because there is still quite a lot of work to do. But yeah, there's the 5 more sets of grass and all these bales, so I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. That's it. One bale is one bale though. Yeah, I wasn't going to let it, but then there's not enough to make another bale, so that's good. Cleared it all up, and we've done all of that. Got rid of all of the evidence of our mischief. Well, no, it's not mischief really. The bales are there as evidence of the fact that yeah, we should have them, and yeah, perhaps I should have gone in and out, but we've done it another way, and it's not cheating. It really is. It's quicker though. I will say that I didn't do it for that. It really was genuinely. It was only as I was discussing with yourselves that I thought, you know, I reckon if I'd have gone out and come back in, it probably would have fixed, and it probably would have done so. But it's really about an accurate count. That's yeah. If anything, I'm inaccurate, as in to the point where it owes me a little. But you know, I'm happy with near enough. We will, of course, we're going to do the 2 Omatanas now, just upgrade them to another, yeah, one more level each. So we'll do that now. Should have that mod enabled again. I ticked everything as I came in, so right. So we want now we've only got 2, I think, haven't we? Farm dairy, farm supply production. It has to be on outgoing. Yay! Fantastic. That is weirdly actually the other one. It moves them, doesn't it? So now they're both level 2. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's just go back. How many of these have we got? 3. Oh, okay. With 66 grand, we're a little bit out with, but let's just check, make sure that I've done this. Yeah, that's the production share. That's going along nicely. Yeah, that's the 2. What's that got in? That's got 80 tons of straw, and you have got 285 tons of straw. And it's across the road. It's his class in their productions as ours then. So yeah, 291. So well, no, actually, it is still an accurate count, whatever way you look at it. So we need to be, because we've got the one across the road as well, we need to be doing the silage to distribute, which it probably was already. Silage is that one there. Needs activating on that one. And silage distributed, which it is. And we want straw silage. And we want stylage. I can't say it now. Say it now. Silage. Yeah, distribute. So then, if we now sleep through till the morning, we got any slurry. You can never do this perfectly. That's one thing I'm going to say. You can't. Let's just see. We might have to do this 2 days already. Really. 8 o'clock is fine this time of year. I'm not looking in the sales because we're not buying anything, because our farms are as complete as they can be at present. Yeah. Ooh, we have some rain. Ooh, very nice. So then, leasing costs. Okay, let's send whatever we're leasing back. Could be across the road as well. Oh, it is as well. Why should we have to pay for the police car? Because it's, yeah, we all know it's I do apologise for the the Reynolds voice. So, oh my life, I cringe every time I hear that in editing earlier. I laughed actually because it was ridiculously awful, and I do apologise for that. I couldn't find one that didn't sound like me. They all the software's a bit the software asks for feedback, and I did say, well, I said they all sound a little bit too much like me. It's not. It either distorts it terribly and it doesn't sound like a human being, or it's supposed to sound like stars, and when I play it back I'm thinking that sounds just like me with a slight lilt. It doesn't sound anything like all of these famous stars. So yeah, it's not, although I paid supposedly the best, it's a little less than stupendous. I think it'd probably be better to try to alter my voice myself. Right, so then it's August. What are we looking like inside the productions? What are we down to? We need to be looking at straw. That's nearly done. And production shed, how are you doing? It's the digestate, isn't it? That's the one. We need to be... oh no, it is on. Yeah, the digestate one is on itself. And production shed 2, we did not switch on. Oh, of course, across the road. Yeah, actually, we could switch that on. That is true. I never thought about that. Because then we can tell it to... yeah, because it will go to that one as well. Right, so then, now we have 2 of them, the one across the road as well. Farm supply production, how are you doing? Just looking at inputs, very little straw, but enough to go one more day. Straw silage is still going. That's got 350 tons of grass, which we need to do grass. We are only going to do grass silage as well, though. Yeah, it should actually process. Yeah, 500 tons now it will do per day. So that will do that. I'd forgotten about that. My bad. And we need to be doing the next one, farm supply production. Have you got any grass in? Yes, you have. So you need to be doing grass silage 2 and straw silage. Why did I not switch that one on? I missed it. So that should do by morning though. What is really the problem though is the digestate. That's going to take a long time to actually sort of sell. So digestate is distributing it. There's a bit of a bottleneck with that. That is going to take. Now what we need to do then is we need to be clever. The production shed is one of the cheapest productions out there. So to upgrade it 2 or 3 times so its storage and everything else is better is really not going to take a lot. Absolutely, yeah. See what I mean? And the other production shed. No, that's the one we just done, so it's further up. I do love this. This is really now becoming one of those things. Oh, where's the other production shed? I will have gone straight past it. I know I will. Production shed. There we go. Yes, right. So if we'll have to speed time up. I realise it doesn't process it properly if you just do one sleep. It actually needs you to go a couple of hours to start the processors going. I think this time though, yeah, I mean it will also process the silage more readily if we do it this way. We're not going to do it like that way forever. We're just because it doesn't matter. Time is immaterial now. It's not like go till 11 and then we shall sleep, and hopefully then we shall be spot on. Yeah, we'll do 9. rations. Let's just check. Now, we should be seeing very little water. We're not bothered that you've got water. Yeah, there's very little hay. Hay? Grass silage is gone. Straw silage is still doing some. So, we're talking minute amounts. Yeah, we are. A little bit of silage left in, but not a lot. Again, with grass silage. Again, we're talking a minute amount of straw and grass. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. This is the one though, isn't it? This is the only bad thing about this. Obviously, we made the herbicide. Yeah, but if you were selling, it's still a saleable product at the end of the life of the farm, really. I suppose it is, thinking about it. Yeah, so we're going to have to clear this. Yeah, the digestate. We need to switch. No, we've got the fertilizer digestate one. I think, let's have a look what's speeding time. Most things are on red now. Obviously, that's a point. No, it is fantastic. It will have almost got rid of all of the thing. Let's just speed the time up for a few hours, at least till 12, and then we're going to take another look. And if there's a lot of silage still to digest, it really will do it now, because that is still a beast. Not as big as it's good as it's the industrial, but it's still fantastic. So we'll take it till 12, and then we'll have another look to see if that's processed, that's digestate, or whether it's not. Yeah, whether we need to sort of double that time and go till 3, or because this is all that's left to do, really, is just us to have a look. So if we go from top to bottom, butter, cheese, they're all doing nice. Okay. Oh, we're not selling. Oh. Well, that's a nice surprise, really, because that's going to sell for rather a lot of money in an hour, and we do want that kind of. Yeah, we will sell those as well, because there's absolutely no point. No, actually, no, we'll keep it storing. We'll class those as obviously sold at the best possible price, really. Now, they're all done. And the BGA. Of course it was using both. Wow, that's done. That's done. So it's just the digestate ones that are left to do. How much is left to do? 199 tons. So how much digestate is there left to put in is the real question. Yeah, it is. It's doing it for. There was. Right. Let's take it for another 3 hours. It's that's the slow. Yeah, it's just the digestate to process to fertilizer that's left to do. And those production sheds really should manage quite nicely. We'll take it till 3, I think. No, say 4. Let's be sensible. And see by the way that it's lurching each hour that it's obviously busy. Yeah, that's a little one though. That wasn't a great one. So at 4 o'clock, let's just see. Right, smashing. Let's have a quick look. I think we're not far off. It says. Oh, no, you're not. You're a long way off. You may be better to do. Wow. Okay, we're going to do a sleep through. 9 o'clock indeed. Yeah, because we're not producing any more animals. Yeah, that is true. Our animals are going to be poor now, which is obviously something I wouldn't really do. And yeah, let's not look. Yeah, apologies for that. I'm so single-minded on this. But I suppose, yeah, we all know really this is the task that's left to do, and I would not let my animals. This is literally, oh my life. Still 182 tons. Gordon Bennett. I know what we'll do. I will take that. We're going to place a slurry yard. So, the other thing is, yeah, what we're going to do is this is to simulate, so you could get the. No, we'll just sell it at standard pricing. But the one thing I will say, I am owed 42,000 for the grass. That it was, yeah, well, slightly over that, but 42,000. That puts us to where we should be, because we shouldn't obviously have had to buy the grass. We will leave the yeah. Let's go into the mode now. Yeah, there's a bit of digestate that we would have to sell. It will still give it a value, just not the same as if I'd got the slurry yard, but we won't place that because that's another 50 grand. So it's, I mean, even though it would earn us far more than that. So then, if we add everything together that we've got, we get another 730,000. If we sold everything at max value, which I would do, we all know we've got 170 grand's worth of milk. Actually, that is amazing. So then, there's that 730, which is, if we say 10 million, then of course we have the fields. So 10 million would say, let's just work this out. And we're going to, yeah, 420, call that 5, 6.5, 7.5, 8, 9, 9.5, call it 10. Now that was a plot item. 10, 13, 16, 17, 18.5, 18, 20.5, 21, 22, 23. That's a plot as well. 23. 2.3 million on top of that. So that's 12.3 million. We cashed up everything lock, stock and barrel. Yeah, no, that is everything, including the farmyards. 12.3 million. Very respectable, really, for saying we were at 4 million. Obviously, that's not including the animals, although obviously they're practically dying, but they wouldn't be because I wouldn't have done that. But yeah, so 12.3 plus the value of the animals, but we've never done the value of the animals to date. I do think going forwards, though, we need to address my shortcomings, which have been, I think we need to sell the animals at the end, and equipment I'm always going to leave because we always have a lot of sale items. Now, I do realise that there's usually probably 200,000 or 300,000 that I might have of good equipment on bigger farms by the end of the thing, maybe even more. But yeah, we're not going to start to change that right now. We've always done it that way. But the animals, I think that really has always been a bit of an oversight. It was something that I said a few weeks back when we were closing down one of the farms, or cashing up, and I sort of said it out loud, and I thought, you are right, actually. They should just sell them as at the value of the herd. I know that's not the best, you'd sell them at the best, but again, it's an approximation. So 12 million is the final amount on this absolutely fantastic map. Massive shout out to Watson David for an absolutely fantastic map. I do love it. I did grow. A lot of the pain that I felt was not the map, apart from the trees, but that's just, I don't expect Oxygen David to change. He obviously feels strongly, as does GB Modding, about trees. So they are entitled to that, and I will willingly play on these Grandmasters maps because they are so good. So massive shout out to Oxygen David for such a fantastic map. Both farms I've got real character, I've got to be honest, and the map's beautiful. It really is beautiful and believable, if I'm honest. So yeah, for the very last time, I am going to say thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope. I apologise. I learned a lot about the storylines. You're bound to make mistakes the first time you do anything. I've done storylines before, but never where you're showing things and having proper talking, and obviously the software was a bit Yeah, that didn't help. The poor Reynolds, his voice is absolutely diabolical. Just made me cringe. But yeah, we'll try to do a bit better. I might play around with that software a little bit more to try to get it a bit better. So if you can bear with me, you are going to see more of this. I'm trying to fine tune this as well, because I recognise if you're creating content, you're really creating content, because anyone can just. I've been a little bit mechanical, and I realised this on Saxondale Farm. I was like saying, you said it's a storyline. You've got to translate what you do into what the equivalent would be in real life to make that live. Otherwise, it's just you playing Farming Simulator, which is not really I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still a fantastic game, but what I mean is, if you're trying to immerse people in a scenario, then you've got to get better at that. And it is true. I concur with my own thoughts. That definitely does need to be done. Otherwise, it's just mechanics, and that's anybody can do that. So yeah, not there is anything wrong. I mean, to be honest, the farm does produce a lot of the action and a lot of the storyline, the environment, because things don't always work out to plan, but nevertheless, it's not enough of a storyline to warrant everything. I'd like to properly immerse us in a better story, or a backstory. I'm going forwards. I'd like to do that a little bit better than I have done. But again, being a content creator, you do learn. I remember seeing Mr. CLP's very early things, and I get the impression he was a little bit like I've just said, where you're actually, it's a mechanics thing. He was all about, some of his very early work. He was grabbing things and selling things and buying fields, buying more, bigger, bigger, bigger. We've all done that. And again, I'm not having a go either. I'm just saying, you do grow. Mr. CLP's an absolute master, but he wasn't always a master. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. What I mean is, he's on a journey where he started at X and he's got to Y. Yeah, that journey, he's grown, and that's what I'm saying. I recognise the fact that I too am growing, but it is a process. It does take time, like any tree, to go from a sapling to a tree takes a bit of time. So, yeah, if you could bear with me, you guys and girls make the right noises and say that I'm, producing good content, which is a good sign. But I also would rely on you to tell me if I'm going in the wrong direction. And I know that's, it's, I'm trying to think of the right words. People have all got their own idea of what right and wrong is. I could do things that offend some people and do things that other people say that's fantastic. So it's, what you've got to stay true to your vision, as I'm saying about Oxygen David and his trees, and GB Modding and his trees. The same with me. There's going to be some fundamentals, like Mr. CLP, that he's got his fundamental vision of how he's going to run things, and no matter what you say, he's going to do it his way. And to a degree, that's true. He's not going to try to offend anyone, and neither would I. But yeah. Anyway, yes, for the very last time, massive shout out to Watcher and David. Massive shout out to yourselves as well. But really do always, as fellow shareholders, really do look to your guidance if I'm doing things wrongly, or just because, sometimes you don't always get things right. And there's an awful lot. You have helped me on this journey, really, of growth. That your guidance and sage advice, and I do truly mean that. That's not me being sarcastic. I mean exactly as I said. You've guided me, Kevin, a lot. Marty, Milk That Hen. What is your name? That young lady that spoke the other day. It's a cream, it's a product. I'd asked her what I should address her as well, because obviously she's got like a handle from, I think she's a channel, a content creator herself, beauty products by the sort of thing of it. So you, young lady, thank you very much for your sage advice. You really, it was based upon the Frontier map, and she many comments, and they were all very, very wise and very, very insightful, especially about the map. And also you could tell she is a deep player of Farming Simulator, because her insights into mods and mod clashes and things like that was absolutely second to none. So yes, thank you very much for your comments, because They are very helpful, really are. And also sort of taught me about switching your mods on and off. Sometimes going into thing, I think she hit the nail on the head. On Frontier, I've often got the additional straw mod. Now that mucks around with things. If you imagine you've got that dirt on the ground and you come in with a mod like that changes something or could potentially create some sort of conflict, if you leave that on when you come in, I think it corrupted the ground layer because of the fact that it was a similar thing, and that's why I got that thing that looked a little bit like straw that was really the dirt. When I went back into the duplicate map, I'd switched all my mods off and I went in and it was okay. Then over a couple of sessions I switched them back on and it was all right. And that's the young lady had said that was pretty much it, and I think she hit the nail on the head. I hadn't really put two and two together and made four. No, I hadn't got there. And so with the help of another wise individual who really does know Farm Simulator very well, and also mods and mod clashes, two and two did become four, and I actually cottoned on. So thank you very much, all of you, but especially you, young lady. I don't know your real name, I just know your handle, and even that I can't remember at this precise moment. But thank you for your help. You know who you are. But yeah, I am going to say goodbye for now.